that when they were losing to the Boston Celtics.
I completely agree with you, and I got to say this to you, Jalen. So many times during the playoffs, particularly when we were covering the Boston series, we were looking for someone other than Jimmy Butler to step up. I'm talking about taking the bull by the horn. We saw Bam Adebayo pick it up for a couple of games and what have you. But just to do with the ball in his hands at the top of the key, basically facilitating things off the offensive side of the ball, this guy is capable of doing that. And anybody who will do that for Miami is going to be a plus for Jimmy Butler, because that's what you need.
All right, the Golden State Warriors, the reigning champs, they're on the clock with the 28th pick, and they've done pretty well when it comes to drafting, of course. And we saw that a week ago, led by Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. And then Draymond Green, you find a gem in the second round with a 35th pick overall.
You need some help on your front court because, listen, you're hoping that James Wiseman comes back fully healthy after missing this year. You want Draymond Green to not have to guard fives because he's getting older, obviously. The bottom line is this. I'm looking at Kuminga. I'm looking at Moses Moody. I'm looking at Jordan Poole, another young blood to put with the veterans. I love what Golden State's doing. I got them repeating again already.
Pick is in. Here's the commissioner.
With the 28th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Patrick Baldwin Jr. from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
This is a relatively unknown when you talk about talent. 6'10", 231 pounds. His dad played at Northwestern, was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Second game of his senior season in high school, suffered a season-ending injury, dislocated his ankle. Highest-rated recruit in the history of the Horizon League. Could have gone to many other major programs, and now he has the opportunity to go to the Bay Area. Much more after this.
NBA Draft 2022 is presented by State Farm. For surprisingly great rates, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Kevin Nagani, Monica McNutt standing by. Stephen A. has been very quiet over the last 25 minutes when that trade was announced. I'm sorry, Stephen A.
I'm trying to keep my cool. The New York Knicks, I don't know what the hell they're doing, and neither does the rest of New York City. We don't know.
All right. We know right now what the Bucks are doing.
24th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Marjon Beauchamp from the NBA G League's Team Ignite.
Hear that roar, a celebration. What a journey for this young man. From the G League at the age of 21, played 12 games for Yakima Valley College before joining the G League. Averaged over 30 points and 10 rebounds and 5 assists. His journey, Beauchamp grew up in the heart of Central Washington, just 60 miles southeast of Mount Rainier. So chasing the summit has been something that has just come natural. Tried various routes to get to tonight. How about attending 3 different Seattle area high schools before traveling to the Southwest for a 4th and final high school stop in Glendale, Arizona at Dream City Christian. 2020, Beauchamp committed himself to a rigorous training schedule instead of college. 2021, the trail led him back to Washington and Yakima Valley College, where he appeared in 12 games for the Yaks. He signed on to the G League Ignite for the 2021 season, was a breakout star, averaging a shade over 15 points a game. And now it continues as he goes to Milwaukee. Look at the tears, the emotion. His grandfather, the first African-American mayor of Yakima, Washington, Native American descent from the Mission Indians and La Jolla Band. Just an emotional experience for him. And we heard the crowd roaring. That was a lot of people from the Beauchamp camp celebrating this journey. And now, in Brooklyn, celebrating a first-round pick.
Are you ready?
Monica, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Giving Marjon a chance to get his face together. You good?
Yeah.
I'm just glad. Like I'm just happy. You know, God never gave up on me. You know, everything I had to go through, all the adversity, and no one believing in me. You know, it's just special.
Kevin just talked about how unorthodox your journey has been.
Yeah.
One of the things that I find most curious about you is the year you took away to kind of commit to just training, not with a team. What have you learned about yourself?
You know, I learned that, you know, I'm a warrior, you know, you can just throw me out there and I'm going to figure it out. And I know I found God, you know, and God led me through my hardest times of my life. And, you know, I thank him every day now. And I thank my grandma, and this for my grandpa, you know. I'm living for his legacy, you know, and I just want to be great, you know, so.
You are off to a great start as your NBA journey begins. Congratulations, my guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Monica, it's all about family. Yeah, look at his numbers, 6'6", 197 pounds. Another young man from the G League who found a way, and he used that to his advantage.
And he's going to Milwaukee. And if you hear everything that he's talking about, that's exactly trumpeting everything Giannis said when he got picked.
Yep.
I remember when he walked out of the stands and got drafted and became a champion. And the player development in Milwaukee has been terrific for an opportunity for a young guy, Stephen A., to come in like this on Chennai and really make an impact.
Yeah, when you hear picks and you hear the city, you're like, oh, that's nice. This is one of those things that are seamless. If you think about Beauchamp, what he's been able to do as an energy engine, someone that plays defense, someone that has toughness, that matches the pure identity of Milwaukee, the reason why they have a championship, the pure identity of their leader, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yep.
People that are willing to work and develop, and that's exactly who he is. So I think this is a match made in heaven.
And they just want a ball. That's what they want to do. They want energy. They want to exude energy. They want to improve their game. They want to work on the game. They don't care where they are. They don't care where they're playing. It doesn't matter. The identity of Drew Holiday, of a Chris Middleton, of a Giannis Antetokounmpo. Everywhere you turn, you got workers that are putting it in. And remember, they didn't have Chris Middleton because he got injured. They're coming back next year despite the championship. They're the favorites in the East because of it.
Before he went to Milwaukee, the thing I wrote down about him is lottery ticket. I always felt like he would be the guy that got a chance to outplay his draft slot.
Yep.
Now he goes to Milwaukee. It confirms that for me. I really love this for them.
Can I say this to both of y'all?
Sure.
So we've seen shot blockers drafted. We've seen athletes drafted. We've seen shooters drafted. We've seen point guards drafted. We've seen off guard drafted. I'm saying we've seen everything drafted. But the Knicks didn't draft anybody. I mean, let's put that in its proper perspective. We got picks all over the place. Every ingredient that you can muster. You want paprika, you want black pepper, you want salt, you want nothing. It doesn't matter. Everybody got something but one team.
Yep.
And that's the New York Knicks. It's three conditional draft. What conditions did you draft? You could draft him. You could have drafted everybody that's been picked thus far outside of the top 10. And somehow, some way, one team, walks away with not a player.
So I have a follow-up question since we're in Brooklyn. Kyrie came with a list. He put the Knicks on his list. How would you feel about that?
We'll get to that answer in a moment. I mean, that reaction says it all. Let's go to the commissioner.
With the 25th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Blake Wesley from the University of Notre Dame.
Mom Leslie, big hug for her son. Now, his grandfather was a star football player at South Bend Central High School. His work ethic and passion for music instruments is something he finally had to give up full time once he started starring on the court for Notre Dame.
I started back in 5th grade playing